Central presents Countdown to Angel City Kickoff.
We are live now at Bank of California Stadium for tonight's NWSL game between Angel City and the Washington Spirit. Plenty on the line for Angel City tonight. They are 2 points out of the final playoff spot with 3 games left to play. The good news, Angel City has a game in hand. The teams will meet in the final game of the season a week from today. So tonight isn't necessarily a must-win, but it's certainly going to help. Hello, everyone. I am Jaime Maggio. Thank you for joining us here on CBS News Los Angeles as we are on the countdown for kickoff at 7:30 p.m. for Angel City FC. I am joined by one of the stars of Angel City, Christen Press, a hometown girl. I got to tell you, I was sitting out here for a while before. There was no audience, and we have quite a crowd here because you are on set. So thank you so much. Let's talk first about tonight's match. Angel City FC, just 2 points out of playoff contention. Would you say tonight is a must-win, or would it just be nice to get this win tonight?
I think the mindset is absolutely must-win, and this is exactly where we want it to be. We're an expansion team, and we're here. We're fighting for playoff contention. No teams in the past have ever been, no expansion teams in the past have ever been here. And so we're trying to make history. We're trying to make the playoffs, and our electric and amazing fan and community group is what can push us over the line.
So Washington Spirit, defending champions, they're out of the playoff race right now. However, that doesn't mean you can sleep on this team. I'm sure they would love to play spoiler.
The NWSL is crazy. It's a crazy league. All the teams are good. And so, it's not going to feel like we're playing a team at the bottom of the table. They have so much talent. Every single match that you play is extremely hard to win. And so we have to bring that mindset that it's a championship game for us because we must win. We must take points and climb the ladder.
When you look at this season, the inaugural season for Angel City FC here in Los Angeles, what has impressed you the most about this group?
Honestly, I think the entire brand and experience that Angel City has created, this community that is so passionate about the team, that fuels us, that gives us as players a bigger purpose. It's all been unbelievable. I've been doing this for 12 years, and I've never experienced a community and fan base like this.
I don't want to harp on this, and I hate to bring it up, but the ACL injury, I know fans, I'm sure you were disappointed as much as the fan base was to have you miss that time. I want to ask you just how you're feeling, how you're doing, how's the rehab going?
It's going. It's very challenging every step of the way. You try to celebrate the little wins, but I think it's really hard to be a professional athlete. It's really hard to play in front of these people and compete at the highest level. And so I use those lessons and those strengths that I've cultivated in my sport, and I just bring them into a new arena in physical therapy every day, trying to get better.
I got to tell you, I tore my ACL 10 years ago. I get it. It's a rough road, but I mean,
easy.
You're moving around good?
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, it's going well.
Good, good. And on a much lighter note, I mean, you are a World Cup champion, you're a soccer star, athlete, and now entrepreneur.
Yes, I am the CEO and co-founder of Re-Inc., which is a values-first lifestyle branding community. We've been around for 3 years, and we have an amazing community of people, very similar to the Angel City supporters, who just believe in social advocacy, reimagination, and change.
Have you ever dabbled in anything like this before?
It's my first time
starting
a business.
Is it what have been the biggest challenges for you in this?
It's a learning curve. Every single day I'm challenged with shocking, surprising events, and it's just problem solving, staying positive, and a lot of the same things that I do on the field.
What are you hoping people will take away from Re-Inc.?
Our brand is really aspirational. It's about self-actualization and finding, your best self and finding the confidence and strength to do that every day in your life to make change.
Well, very excited to learn more about that and to check it out. And good luck with that and also with the rest of the season. And we're rooting for you guys. So, Christen Press, you are amazing. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, guys, stay with us. We have got a lot going on tonight here at Bank of California Stadium. We've got Jill Painter coming your way next with head coach Freya Coombe ahead of tonight's matchup.
Thanks very much, Jamie. Well, Freya Coombe, of course, such a big game tonight. A must-win of sorts, but you guys could tie this game and still put yourselves in contention for that final playoff spot. Your thoughts on how you guys are approaching this?
Yeah, for us, we want to be in control of our own destiny and not rely on the results of other people. So, for us, it's a must win, and we want to put ourselves firmly in that driving seat. We've come off a good performance against San Diego, although it wasn't the result that we wanted. So for us, it's much of the same in terms of our ability to dominate possession, be tight defensively.
Washington not going to be in the postseason, but of course they've not lost in their last 3 games. What concerns you most about Washington, what you need to look out for?
Yeah, I think looking at the threat that they have in their forward line, it's impressive. They've got some great talent in there. And I think for whatever reason, just they haven't been clicking for the early part of the season. But I think with the new coach and Albertine coming in, they've started to look more organized.
Last one real quick. Such a great atmosphere here this season. What are you expecting tonight?
Yeah, home games are magical. I think, we're hoping for more of the same. Every game has been incredible and an incredible atmosphere that always drives the players. So we're just hoping for all the crowd to get behind the team tonight and for us to push for that win.
All right, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Jamie, back upstairs to you.
All right, guys, time for our first break here. But when we come back, we're going to visit with Angel City president and co-founder Julie Uhrman. Plus, we're going to have a look at how ACFC goals are helping fight food insecurity here in Los Angeles. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching Countdown to Angel City Kickoff.
Welcome back to Countdown to Angel City Kickoff. ACFC taking on the Washington Spirit here at Bank of California Stadium at the bottom of the hour. The special guests continue with me here on set at the bank. I am joined now by Julie Uhrman. You are the president and co-founder, and I don't know if you remember this, but when it was first announced that the team was coming to Los Angeles, that there was going to be this new soccer franchise, you and I did an interview. So that was at the very beginning stages. From then until now, how blown away are you with the response from this city?
Oh, it's immeasurable. I mean, we are selling out the Bank of California, which has 22,000 fans. We average about 19,000 fans with 16,000 season ticket holders. And they're just showing up every single weekend to support this team. We were worried at the beginning, how would we get the attention when there's so much to do here in Los Angeles? And, we've built this community that believes in diversity, believes in inclusivity, that wants to give back, and they show it every single weekend coming here to support this team.
It's not just that there's so much to do in the city of LA, which I know you know well as an LA native, but it's the timing of everything too. There is so much going on here in LA in sports and entertainment with new teams and massive events like Super Bowls, the Olympics. Was it the perfect timing to kind of get on board and crash the scene and grab your audience?
I don't know if there's ever a perfect time here in Los Angeles, to your point, because there's always something new. But when we came into the market, we wanted to be intentional about being different. We wanted to lead with purpose and build a community that believed in who we were and wanted to join us in our efforts to make to set higher expectations here in the community to support our players. But we also wanted to build a game day experience that was entertainment. We wanted to build an experience so you would come with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your neighbors, and get something from an Angel City game that you don't get anywhere else.
And that's something that I've heard when I've talked to people that have come to the games. They talk about the environment, the family-friendly, all-inclusive environment. What did you guys do to kind of ensure that would happen?
We took the approach that we wanted to build something where there was something for everyone. So we weren't just focused on families or young kids or soccer players, but what would teenagers like? What would millennials like? If you're going to come on a date, what would you expect from the experience? If you're coming with your club team or your family, right? And so we wanted to make sure that there was something that would bring you back. Maybe it's our Spirit Stations or our Johnny Walker Bar, or it's our Simone Charlie heading station. But we just wanted to make sure that you could find something that connected with you and then tell your friends to come and join you.
Yeah, well, and that's worked because you guys have, as you said a moment ago, have been selling out the stadium. You've had a great fan base here in this inaugural season. I want to ask you this. 2 points out of the playoff hunt, which is pretty incredible, right? What is the measuring stick for success this year? Is it we better make the playoffs, or are we just happy for the way everything has gone so far?
I mean, when we started the season, it was really a 3-year plan. We were going to build, we were going to grow, and then we were going to win. And the team has just defied that. They've started winning from day one. this is bigger than a game for us. We're playing for our community. We're playing for our values. We're playing to defy the laws that expansion teams can't be successful in their year one. We're 2 points out of the playoffs with 3 games left, and whether we make it or not is actually within our control. Winning puts us into the playoffs, and as nerve-wracking as that is, I love the idea that the players know what they're playing for, and it's in their control.
Julie, what's also mind-blowing, not just the support that you've garnered within the community, but what has gelled within this team. You had some key injuries early on, and then you've had other players step up and fill the void. So what does that say about the team, and how pleased are you with maybe the chemistry?
Yeah, look, we launched a team with Christen Press. There's no better player in the world than Christen Press. Unfortunately, suffered an injury at the beginning of our season. Brought in Sidney LaRue, suffered an injury right when she came in. And then you started to see this team really develop and grow on their own. Allie Riley is our captain and has walked into those shoes in an absolutely incredible way. Danny Weatherhold. Didi Haracic, who's our goalie, who's always been a backup goalie and is now our starting goalie and crushing it for us every single weekend. And it really is this is what happens when you come together as a team and you play for something bigger.
You can see the performance on the field, and you can look at the stats after a game, but as someone who's around the team, on a much closer level, what are the intangibles that are there that has given this team that level of success and makes them special?
It's heart, hard work, grit, and commitment. They want to deliver for these fans. They care so much about what the club stands for, and they know that their performance on the pitch makes it easier for us to have the impact that we want, to drive the revenue that we want, to tell the world that women's sports is not only worth watching, but investable and is growing faster than any other sport in the world right now. And they understand that burden, that kind of sense that they're playing a bigger role in building something really special. Yeah. But, if I had to define this team, it's heart. It's all heart.
I love it. And you talked about the importance of doing the work in the community. So our Jill Pointer Lopez is here at the Bank of California Stadium with more on Angel City's impact in the community. Thank you so much, Julie.
Thank you.
Well, Jamie, thank you very much. Goals That Give is a program with the community that is very wonderful. And for every goal that Angel City scores, and they've scored 21 this season, they donate with a partnership in DoorDash 1,000 meals. So that's 21,000 meals for the All People's Community Center here in Los Angeles. And earlier this week, I had a chance to go to practice at Thousand Oaks, talk to some of the coaches and players about the impact they're making simply by scoring goals. Savannah, the program Goals That Gives, you are the team's leading goal scorer with 6 goals in the regular season. Then, of course, you had 1 in a friendly. So that's 7 goals, which equals 7,000 meals to All People's Center. Your thoughts on your contributions to that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think anytime that we can take soccer achievements and translate it into what we can do in the community is amazing. And so, Angel City, especially as a whole club, has really focused on how we can do that. And I think, this is just one more example of how we're giving back to the community based on what we're able to do on the field.
It's so important to me being from Los Angeles, being able to help and support people that need it. And I think it's so beautiful. Sport brings joy to so many people, but to add that extra piece that is really, really making a difference makes my job and playing soccer and something that's already fun, like scoring a goal, just even more meaningful.
At what point do you think about all the meals that you have, helped to donate? I'm sure it's not during your celly, but at what point do you kind of stop and think about that?
It's usually after, when I see it on social media or Instagram, when it's on the stories or whatever, and it's really powerful to think that just doing something that I get paid to do in my job can also help save lives as well.
It's nice that we can raise awareness to the problem that we've got, be able to contribute in a small way, but I think it goes away to highlighting the issue that we have in society and looking at different ways that we can fix it, and whether that's through local policy or local procedure, but I think the awareness piece is huge.
Are you looking at the stats and seeing, or watching the game and thinking in your head, okay, that's another 1,000, another 2,000 meals? How does that work for you?
Yes, we are looking at that, and we're really excited about that. Our families are also aware, and they are looking at that. and some of them on the Facebook, and they're also tweeting about that because they know that these resources are coming from Angel City. Again, I don't know where we would be without this support. And it really is making a big difference in our community and a big difference for our families.
I love that it's something that the club, along with DoorDash, has done. And I have also worked with Just Women's Sports and DoorDash. And I think the more we can make a difference in the community and help people in need, the better. And I love that we're able to do it through scoring goals.
All right, and now I'm here with all these amazing fans at Bank of California Stadium. This is Gil Quijada and his daughter, Jessica. They've been to every home game in San Diego last week. Your thoughts on what you guys need to do to help this team win this game and get in the postseason?
Hey, this team's got to win out. We got to win the next 3 games, and we're going to do our part. We're going to cheer. We're going to rile up this crowd. We're going to be proud.
All right, Jessica, you don't have the pink hair, but I know you're a big fan too. Who's your favorite player?
Savannah McCaskill.
And what do you like about her?
She plays my position, and I just really enjoy watching her.
She plays your position. I love it. And you guys bring a lot of Jessica's teammates to games, which is pretty awesome. So thank you guys so much for the time. We appreciate it. We'll send it back to you, Jamie.
All right, thank you, Jill. Well, Angel City leads the league in attendance this season, and the fans are filing for this match tonight. Excited for what is to come. You guys should be excited for what's to come, too. We have 2 soccer legends coming your way. Julie Foudy and Cobi Jones will join me on set next. They are standing by. Stay with us. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are moments away from Angel City FC and the Washington Spirit. I don't know if I'm more excited for tonight's match or for my next guests, U.S. soccer legends, Cobi Jones, Julie Foudy joining me. First, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and join us here on the set. Also, you are both investors in Angel City. So, Julie, I'll start with you, and I'll ask the same question to both of you. You get the opportunity to invest in a brand new franchise. Yep. What was that discussion like? How easy of a decision was it for you? And how pleased are you with the way things have gone this season?
Well, it was funny because Mia and Ham, of course, were talking. She's from Los Angeles. And we said, you know, if we're going to do this, it feels like as we do everything kind of communally, we should do that with every player that's played here in Southern California. So we started going through a list of like, okay, who's played in Southern California, who's lived in Southern California, who was born, whatever, has some connection to Southern California. And there's 14 of us. So we sent an email out. We're like, hey, what do you guys think? Do you want in on this? And literally within like 2 minutes, it was like, yes, hell yes, 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 yes. And I forwarded them on to Julie Uhrman. I was like, yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah,
we're in.
You're like, I got some people.
Yeah.
I got some people.
We got a lot of players.
How about you, Cobi?
For me, it's really about growing the game. Yes. You know, if you talk about the men's side, the women's side, it's all about growing soccer. Yeah. So when Julie approached me and talked to me about it, I was in without a doubt. I have been, I'll say, side by side with these women through our whole careers. So without a doubt, I want to help support, you know, the women's game, the men's game, and just soccer in general.
And thank you for that, for supporting the women's game and soccer in general. Julie, let me ask you, I mean, a startup franchise, you know, sometimes things take a little while to, you know, show some results. This has been an exciting atmosphere. It's a great team. It's a talented team. 2 points out of the playoffs as of right now. Yep. But, you know, the city has been tremendous in welcoming a brand new franchise. So how pleased are you with just the way the season has gone?
Oh, it has been, I think, even beyond our wildest expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, to come in with the sponsorship support, I mean, $35 million before we even played our first game. You know, 16,000 season ticket holders, and just this atmosphere at every game. And the community that you feel it viscerally, which I think is the hardest thing with, the crowded market that is Los Angeles with so many sports, is how do you connect? And I think that's where the group here at the staff, you know, from Julie Uhrman down, has done such a good job of really making the community feel like this is theirs. And you feel that here. It's so much fun to come to these games.
It's so much fun to come to the game. It's a competitive product on the field, and it's really a nice, family-friendly environment. I know you guys both have kids. Did you bring your families tonight?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I bring like a gaggle of kids every time. I'm telling you, listen, for people who have teenagers, I have a 15-year-old who doesn't want to hang out with me anymore, right? So I'm like, hey, when she started coming to these games, she's like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. So tonight I was like, hey, it's Wednesday night. Do you want to go? She's like, can I bring 7 friends?
You're like, yes.
I'm like, let's go. Whoever can fit in the car, let's go. So we bring them all up. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, for me, I brought my family. My kids love it. They enjoy it. It gives the opportunity to see the game played at a high level. So for me, it's a joy to actually have that bonding time as well. Like you said, it's a family-friendly atmosphere. And going back a little bit, what was said before is it's almost that like if you build it, they will come, and that's exactly what this is. By all the sponsorship, all the people that are involved, it shows the desire for this. That there's a want and a need.
Absolutely. And thank you guys so much. I'll let you enjoy your family, enjoy the match tonight.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys. All right, stay with us. We have one more break. Angel City FC coming your way.
An absolutely huge match for Angel City tonight as they finally return home. They've been on the road for the last 5. But, Allie, right now, the phrase that every team wants to be able to say is that they control their own destiny. And despite coming off a couple of losses, that is still the case for Angel City. If they win out, they win their final 3 matches, they know they'll make the playoffs. But no easy feat with their opponent tonight, even though Washington is officially eliminated from playoff contention.
No, I mean, this Washington Spirit team is loaded with young talent. Trinity Rodman, Ashley Hatch, Ashley Sanchez. We've seen this team find their form late in the season, and it's a dynamic and dangerous proposition for Angel City because this is a team that is explosive offensively and can hit you in transition. And what do we know about Angel City? Well, they need to go into this match and get a result. They need 3 points, so they have to take the game to Washington Spirit, and that will leave them vulnerable in transition. So it's calculating that risk reward for Angel City and getting their dynamic playmakers on the ball, like a Savannah McCaskill, who leads their team right now with 6 goals.
Yeah, Angel City cannot be eliminated from playoff contention tonight, but as we said, they get that win. They stay on track to control their destiny.